Welcome to Lesson 5, Point Slope Form. Now while we're only going to be graphing in slope-intercept form, xy intercepts, and input-output tables, we are going to learn a couple more forms that we can put these lines in. Because sometimes what we're given as information does not allow us to easily write it in one form as opposed to another. So this is a form that it's pretty good to use if you only have a point and the slope of the line, hence the name point slope form. So point slope form. This first formula up here, this is point slope form. Y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1, where m is our slope and x1, y1 is that point that's on the line. So if we know the slope and we know a point, we can write an equation to figure out what that line is. So for example, we're going to start on the left with the point 1, 2 and slope of 3. Well, what I always like to do, as usual, is to label. So this point 1, 2, I'm going to label it x1, y1. And then all we're going to do is fill in the blanks of the formula. So it's y minus y1, which is 2, equals m, which is 3, times x minus x1, which is 1. And there we go. We wrote that in point slope form. Okay. The second example, we have the point 0, negative 1, and the slope m equals negative 1/2. So let's label it x1, y1. So we're going to go y minus y1, but we see we have a minus a negative 1. Well, that minus negative 1 turns into a plus 1. So we get y plus 1. That's going to equal our slope, which is negative 1/2, times x minus x1, which is x minus 0. And we really don't need that minus 0, so we can just say it's just x. And there we have this in point slope form. So to write in point slope form, it's pretty easy. We just need to identify the point, the slope, and then fill in the blanks. So here are 4 examples for you to try with your group. I want you to go ahead and do these examples by pausing the video now. Alright, and here are all the solutions to the examples, so go ahead and pause this video once again and confer with your group your answers with the ones that I got. Alright, now we're going to talk about converting from point slope form to slope intercept form. Because it's nice that we have it in point slope form, but we can't graph it, we don't know how to, unless it's in slope intercept. So if we want to graph these lines, we need to convert them. So on the left we have one that's already in point slope form, and on the right we have one that we have to set up. So starting on the left, we need to make it look like slope intercept form. Well, we know slope intercept form looks like y equals mx plus b. So we need to look like this. So basically what we're going to do is we're just going to simplify this until we get it to look like that. So the first thing that we need to do is to get our slope with our x. Well, to do that we're going to have to use the distributive property. So we get y minus 2 equals 3x minus 12. Alright, now we have our x and our slope together. We have this, which looks like an intercept, but we have an issue here with this y minus 2. So we need to get y by itself, so we need to add 2, and we get y equals 3x minus 10. And now it's in slope intercept form. So sometimes I'll ask you to write something in point slope form and then convert it to slope intercept form. So what we need to do is write this in point slope form, and we get y minus 2 equals negative 1/2 times x minus 2. And now it's the same process as before. So we multiply using the distributive property. So we get negative 1/2 x. Negative 1/2 times negative 2 is positive 1. Then we add 2, and we get our slope-intercept form of y equals negative 1/2 x plus 3. So all this is really is just using all our simplifying tools that we had before and applying them to something new. So here are 2 examples that I would like for you to write in point slope form and then convert to slope intercept form. So go ahead and in your group pause the video and work them out now. And here are the solutions to those 2 examples. So once again, I'm going to ask you to please pause the video and go over these with your group to see if you got the right or wrong answer. And if you did get something amiss, go ahead and talk with them to see where you might have gone wrong. So go ahead, pause the video, do that now. And after you did that, the video is over.